It's day 4, and in today's video, we're making 4 charms for our December Junk Journal Challenge 2020. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie. Welcome to the Messy Desk. So today we are going to be working on our 4th day of embellishments. We are going to be making 4 charms for the 4th day. This is for the December Junk Journal Challenge 2020. And that is a challenge that's done here on this channel. Let's go ahead and jump right in. We're going to start by taking out some bingo marker. Okay, so this is where the person that's calling out the numbers would put their little marker on. And this is one of my favorite things to use is a bingo game. And I have day 9 because we've already used day 4 apparently. And this punch is actually a hard one to do. So I'm going to go ahead and stand up. Got to hear the double click. And there we go. I have my little round. Put this where it goes so I don't lose it. And so that gives me B9. And then I have from my stack of stickers. I will put the link to this video at the end of this video. And so I had put some little puffy stickers on here. I have the cute little Santa. I think we're going to go with the hot cocoa on this day. And I'm going to go ahead and attach this to this. Attach this to this with some, just some of my glue. Okay. Your charm needs to have 3 things happening on it. Okay. So 3 things. So there's 1. There's the embellishment. The pre-made embellishment counts as 1. So there's 1. There's 2. Okay. And let's see. Let's try and get it as close to being straight as possible. I think it might be kind of cute to hang the charm at a little bit of an angle. Luckily this glue gives us a little bit of time to work with it. And what's going to happen here is we're going to have this outline from the sticker that's going to just make the B9 that much cuter. Okay. Okay, so I have that, and I am going to go ahead and attach a bulb pin to this. Okay, so I have my little bulb pin, and okay, it looks like we're good. I'm going to go ahead and go right through the B. Let's open this up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go right through the B. There we go. And if I take a push pin, it's a little bit thicker. The push pin will be, could be, my push pin is a little thicker. And that way we'll get some play on the bulb pin hanger. Okay, so when I put this on here, you'll get a little bit of play. Okay, so I have the cute little cup. I have the B9. I pulled out some things from inside the drawer, and so we can go ahead and add we can just go ahead and add a little bead to this, or a button. There is actually a little tiny button in here. Okay, so we'll just add that teeny tiny button. I don't know if this Down here we have some bells on brads. Those are not going to help us any. And there's some green eyelets. Okay, so that just gives us a little... Okay, so there we have a little hot cocoa charm, B9. That gives us 1. Okay, for our second one, I have, these are the bingo markers. Okay, so we have the little bingo markers. We have another punch that is, it's a little bit smaller than this, but let's see if we can find something that we can go ahead and put in here. A little image or a number, like number 27. Can't quite fit up there. Oh, look at, we've got some music. You know what? We've got music on the music paper over here. Let's go ahead and grab a music on the music paper. Okay. So there we go, because we're using music paper. And then we're going to grab our crocodile, and we're going to use the small side and go ahead and put a hole through this. Okay, no problem going through this piece of plastic right here. It just goes right through. Then we're going to go ahead and use our glossy accents. You could actually use your regular glue here. I'm going to use the glossy accents, hopefully. I used it yesterday, so, and I didn't order new yet. Oh, might have to. I have a whole bunch of bulb pins up here. We have, today is charms, tomorrow is paper clips. Okay, so add some glossy accents right here, and go ahead and make a little puddle. Go ahead and put our image down. And I made a charm in the video yesterday that didn't turn out, so I'll show you that here in just a minute, because we'll use that with this. Okay, and then if there's any air bubbles, you want to go ahead and pop them. Okay, and this is going to dry and give you a full little charm. Okay, so this is not going to be dry by the time we finish this video, but that's it's really kind of cool because these little markers, this bingo game, I get it at Dollar General, and we get the markers that, you know, the ones you would pull out, those just pop out of the thing. You get the ones that you can cut with the hole punch. You get these, and you get the cards. So there, that is going to be ready. And then I have the one I made yesterday. So this one was just one of the images off of Kara's day 8. And so we'll have the Santa. And so we'll go ahead and decorate this like with some of our little items over here. Possibly. Okay, watch. Make make sure that the cord doesn't move there. Okay, I'm in my little drawer here, seeing if I can find a bell, because I think a bell is perfect for this. So there's a little bell. Okay. We're going to add that in front of him. Okay, so this was a paper, and I took the glossy accents and I put it on the paper. And then after it dried, I added some of the fingernail polish to it. Okay, so there's that. We're going to go ahead and put it through, and we have that. And then the other thing that I had that I thought would be kind of fun, and it just came on a Christmas card yesterday. So we got this red ornament, and want to turn these, make sure they're going in the right direction. Love my postal scissors. So cutting out around a stamp. And I'm going to put that down behind there. That will give us our 3 items. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead, put a hole through this with the hole punch. Or with the hole, it's my hole punch. With the push pin. Okay, and then I think I do want to add something to the back of this. So I do have the cute little... You know what? We have the cute little sweater. That's just not feeling very sticky. So let's go ahead. We'll add some glue to it. That way you've got something to look at on both sides of this. And then just for a little something else, I'm going to add the word ho, or if you do it upside down, you can do O. Okay. And I think I'm going to put some glue under this also. For some reason, it doesn't feel super sticky today. Okay, so we'll just put a little bit of glue under there. There's that. We can add that behind there. And so we have a collaged little charm that, all that. Okay, so you have your 3 things happening. Can also add a little bit of the eyelash trim or something to the top of that. And with that, I would probably just, I'm going to go ahead and add it on both of them since we have that much. Okay. And I am going to close it because I think that that'll be easier. Okay, and you can, you know, add fabric here. You could add lace. You know, any of your trims. You could even do a washi on washi piece. This is not coming through. This is real life here. We've got washi sticking to my finger. We've got my knot tying. Okay, we'll try this again. There we go. Okay. So we have all that going on this little charm. Okay, so I know we've had several people that said, well, I don't have any charms. Well, we can make them. Okay. I love to buy the puffy stickers. I'll take these puffy stickers and put a little scene in a bottle cap, and it turns out really cool too. Okay, so here we go. This is double tied, and there we go. Okay, so we have at least our 3 things happening. Remember, this is still drying. Okay, so for our next one, I'm going to go ahead and pull out I have the Fiskars Christmas tree punch. I think it's a lot of fun. And so I thought I would go ahead and from the big tree, can I get that in there to where you can actually tell that it's a shiny bright? Sort of, okay? Okay, so there's that. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. That gives me the big tree. And then for my little tree, it's going to be on top of that. Let's go ahead and do some of the file folder. I probably should have done this the other way around, huh? Let's go ahead. We're going to do big red file folder. Little tree music. Okay, so little tree music, big tree. Okay, and then we can just put our little tree on top of our big tree. Ooh, could do it just that way, but I like the music. That's what I planned on, so let's grab. Okay, so we're just going to glue this down. Glue our little tree right on top of our big tree. Okay, now we're going to need a hole, so I'm going to get my, let's see, how big is the little hole? I'm going to get my little crocodile, and I'm going to go ahead and cut my hole in here. Okay, there we go. And then I am going to grab the Rapunzel string, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and put some through. Okay, so I've made a loop, and I'm going to go through the hole. I'm going to decorate my tree here. We'll see if it works. Sometimes I have ideas. I have lots of ideas. Okay, so to start off with, I'm going to go ahead and come back through. I want to have the double string here of the Rapunzel hair because it's, you know, it's so thin. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that through, just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and wind it around my tree. Okay. I'm decorating my tree. Okay. Then I'm going to bring it up to the top. And I'm going to have one piece go through from the back to the front and one piece from the front to the back so that I could tie it. So there's one piece, front to back. If you can hold on to it, back to front. You could do this with baker's twine also. Okay, so now I'm going to want to tie this off. So, and both sides of my tree are decorated. One knot. Two knots. Let's go with 3. Good measure, right? Third time's the charm. There we go. So I decorated my tree. Okay. So I just went around it with the gold. Now if I had a star charm, that would be like perfect, right? I don't think I do. So I have these charms from Hobby Lobby. I don't see any star in there. I see a snowflake and a little Christmas tree that has a star on it. Yeah, I think that'll be kind of fun. And then we've got like a little silver ball here. Okay, so that'll go on there and move around. That's good. And ooh, we've got one of our little, these little ones. Okay, and yes, we have a paper tree. Okay, so we have that little charm. Okay, so that makes 3. That makes 3. If you're here for the premiere, I'm waving hi and say hello to Lucy. She's been in a lot of videos lately. Hi, Lucy. I'm so glad you've joined us today. If this is your first Dear Julie premiere, just know that we do this every day at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. It is a pre-recorded video, but we are able to have a chat. You can join us by hitting that live chat button right down there. Come on over, say hello, introduce yourself so we can get to know you. If you're coming back, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. And I hope that you get some ideas and inspiration from these videos. So, Chip wants to go outside. So don't forget, we also have our Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group. You can join us there. You can post your projects there. And it's a great place for us to get to know each other better as well. So let's get back to that program so I can put Chip out. And now for our 4th one. Okay, our 4th charm. We are going to make something fun. I'm going to go ahead and I was going to use the wire from, my my wire that I use from the wreath wire, but I think I'm going to go ahead and use a regular paper clip. Cannot wait to get my house finished, decorated, so that I can move my my office, my craft room around. Okay, so with the paper clip, we can go ahead and straighten this out best you can. Okay, well, we'll do what we can with this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just move that in. We could even cut it. Doesn't need to be as long as we've got it here. So I've got this nice hook here. Got kind of a safety pin look here. If you're a professional jewelry maker, you should be teaching this instead of me with my floppy hands here. Okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and my big good cutters are out. I've been cutting florals. Okay, everybody close your eyes. See if we can get this to cut. We're gonna have a short charm. If you have the pins that are already made, that's gonna be great. Go ahead and use one of those. Okay, so what I've got here is I have a double loop on each end. I have this piece of fabric, and oh my gosh, it's like almost perfect. So let's go ahead and rip it so that it is like the perfect size. I like the ripping because you get the frayed edge and you also get a straight line. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to use fabric tack for this, and I'm going to go ahead and start by putting fabric tack at the end. This is the way that I do this. We've been making these for years, for years and years, in various forms, bigger beads, littler beads. The last time that we made them, a bunch of us made them together, was in a Bible study before Tom and we had met. I remember, because I remember talking about him all the time in my Bible study. But we were not yet married, so over 10 years ago. And in that, we had our Bible study, and then for extra fellowship, we had an arts and crafts class after. And we made these beads there. I had made them, as many years ago, as a campfire girl, but we made them there, and I made my mom a necklace. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this around. I'm going to go ahead and put about so it's about 2¼ inches of fabric is what I'm going to have used. I am going to cut I'm going to cut this at a point, maybe. And that's just so it'll give me a little bit of a bubble towards the middle. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this around this right on top of itself. Okay, just like that. Okay, then I need to come and put some glue on my bubble. Okay, so there we've got glue on the bubble. And you see we've got frayed edge down here. Got that all going on. And we have that bead so far. Okay, so we're going to come over here and grab some gold. And then I'm going to want to have at least double, if not more. So this is the wreath wire that I get at Michael's, and I usually buy it at Christmas time. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my piece, this, onto the loop. Oh, and I forgot. I did take out, I have a plastic straw. If you want this to be wider and you don't want to use a bunch of fabric, you can also wrap the straw. Some people use like a pin. Okay. The other thing is you can use straws for beads. So don't forget that you can use straws for beads as well. Okay, so I've got this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap this around nicely. And this winding gives you a nice look. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and, wish I had my round one, but I don't. I'm going to take this and loop it up. Okay. And I'm going to continue to wrap, and then I'm going to switch my wrapping to this one, okay? And I'm going to wrap so that I get this little eye hook that I can add something to, okay? That's just... Okay, so I can go ahead and add something on there. Okay, so the next thing I have some seed beads. I don't want to put a bunch out and then have them not fit, so... I know, I should have tried it before, but I didn't. There we go, yeah. Because before when I've done this, I've used like bead wire also. I've also done it with crochet thread. Okay, so anything that I could string a bead with. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab a few of these beads. Then looking around in this box, I see I have a couple other. There's this size bead. That might be kind of fun. Okay. Okay, so I have beads and they're going to be on here just kind of randomly. I also have a button that I can add. See if we have any more of the big beads. Ooh, we have one of these beads. Okay. Back to the seed beads. Then we also have some blue. I have so many of these beads. ones. And we just did this to give you another, okay, so this one has some string on it. So let's get the string off. And there's a peach one. Okay, so you can go ahead and just grab yourself a bunch of these beads. Okay, and then bring them around your bead. Okay, and then tie them off in the other side. Okay, so you get, I'm like, where did that come from? Okay, and then I want to move my beads around so that I have some all the way around it. You can take longer than this. You can add more, and then I'm going to go ahead and go through this. And then I'm going to come back around my wire here and use this piece of wire as decoration also. And I'm going to come down and go through the button. And then pull it over. Okay. And then I can hide the end of that behind the button. Okay. So there. And of course you can go ahead and add more beads. I would add more beads. I just don't want to be here for more days. So I have this little eraser. One of the things that I like to do is I do make charms out of my erasers all the time. If we can find a good pen. I guess we'll be using the blue. Okay, got lots of blues. And okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn them upside down. I've got a pen that has a round pearl top. I'm going to go ahead and put that through. Okay, like that. And then this is actually longer than what I need, and I want, I don't want the point. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and turn this. And this time, you know what, we will just go ahead and let it go into the eraser. So usually one of the most common places I get these erasers is Target. They have them usually for all the holidays, and then they'll even have them like for spring and for fall. Okay, I don't like that. I really wish I had my rounded one. Okay. And then we can go ahead and put that down on the bottom. You can add a jump ring to it. If you don't have it, you can go ahead and put this through the hole on let's see. Okay, so this is the bottom down here. We can go ahead and put this through there and then go ahead and close it off. Okay, so we'll just round it. And that gives us the cute little snowman charm off the bottom. And then I have a snowflake. Okay, so we've got it come up. Now for this one, I'm going to get it started. Okay, I have it started, and I want it to go through this pin up here. And remember, you could go ahead, make the charm, and attach your charms and things with the jump rings, which is the little ring that goes in between two pieces. Okay. So this way we have our little charm hanging here. And of course we could have used something from out of here instead of the erasers, but I wanted to give you a little bit more of a tutorial there. How are we doing? We're pretty dry over here. And so, yeah, just for good measure, let's go ahead and add a music note charm to our, okay, so it's very eclectic. There we go. That is our long fabric charm. So which one's your favorite? We have the Bingo Cocoa charm. We have Santa and the Stamp charm with the bell. We have our decorated double tree with the tree charm. I like this one. And we have the fabric little charm as well. So those are all charms that I used, basically junk. I mean, the charm, yeah, that I bought. This is a bracelet that's broken, and you know, all the other things. Of course, we can add fabric to or the fibers to both of those as well. But I think those are a lot of fun. So there's our 4 charms, and that is our day 4 of the December Junk Journal Challenge 2020 here on the Dear Julie channel. So I will put the video of the embellishments. It's a live video, and I made so many embellishments in it. It was a lot of fun, and it will give you a good amount of time of crafty company and creative inspiration. And also, I will add the playlist for the December Junk Journal Challenge 2020 up here. Remember, YouTube is going to add a video that they think you want to watch. If you watch any of those right after this video, it really helps my channel. Or if you go watch any other video. So remember that. Make sure you've given this a like, and that you've subscribed if you enjoy crafty junk journaling ideas every day. So I want to thank you for being here. Have an amazing day. Find something to celebrate every day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.